So basically, this channel is about my return to the gym, and just vlogging my daily life, and how I deal with stage 5 CKD. I am on peritoneal dialysis, which means I have a peritoneal catheter, which is this thing. Basically a long tube. It goes in through into my stomach. This is all patched up 24/7. Well, not 24/7 because I clean it every day and redress it and all that stuff. But basically, this tube connects to a machine, and the machine pumps me full of dextrose. Now, dextrose goes into my peritoneal cavity, which is basically a cavity in between your abdomen wall and your stomach, and your peritoneal cavity actually acts like a third kidney, and it recycles toxins. So what it does is it pumps me full of dextrose and other minerals and all kinds of good stuff. It actually, I think they said it's about 600 to 800 calories. So I had no problem, with that. I said, oh, that's great. The more calories, the better. And so it sits in my peritoneal cavity for about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40, and it draws in all the toxins, and then the machine drains it out, and it takes the toxins with it. And it does that. So my prescription is about 5 cycles. So it does that about 5 times. Drain, fill, drain, fill, drain, fill. And then at the end, it fills me with an extra different kind of dextrose. I think it's like maldextrose or something. But basically what that does is it makes sure that I'm not holding on to any water. So it'll actually suck up the water. And because I've been having trouble with edema in my feet and in my legs, and it's very painful. Basically what happens is your body starts holding on to fluid because getting pumped 5 cycles of fluid, and we're talking 2200 milliliters in my stomach. Like right now I have, I think, like 1500, maybe 1000, which is like nothing, but you can't really tell. But basically, with the 2200, my belly is pretty distended, because it's 77 ounces, I think. So basically, like a container of Clorox bleach, like one of those, pretty big containers. That's in my peritoneal cavity, which is like basically my belly, but not my stomach. And so that's I do that every day for about 10.5 hours. So I got nothing else to do. I'm hooked up to a machine called a cycler for 10.5 hours. Can't really go anywhere. Can't really do anything. So for the future of this channel, hopefully it will be mainly about fitness and content related around that. But also I would like to eventually become like a streamer, maybe stream some video games or just chatting, answering questions and whatnot. Whether it's fitness related or sickness related, doesn't really matter to me. I think it's all very fascinating. Honestly, the human body fascinates me. That's what really got me into bodybuilding in the first place. But basically, this is just, my personal vlog about my life, and this whole situation has been a nightmare, honestly. I've been in a lot of pain, but you know, I'm not new to pain. I've been bodybuilding for 12 years. I know all about pain. Um, but, you know, it would be an amalgamation of things. It would be bodybuilding, gaming, The War Within just came out. That might be kind of cool. Maybe some Warcraft leveling. I play League of Legends, obviously. It's like the number one game or whatever. It's pretty fun. I'm pretty shit at it, so don't expect much. Um, but honestly, I think maybe, whatever you guys would like to see, honestly, maybe do some variety gaming. I know there's a lot of good games coming out, and I got a lot of time. Yeah, end goal would be to be like a successful streamer. That would be cool, especially with how my life is right now. Streaming just makes the most sense. I mean, I'm basically in my computer chair for 10.5 hours as it is. All I do is eat and play video games. Like, I can go to the gym, but I have to drain that fluid out first. It's kind of a hassle, but I'm adapting, and I'm hoping for good things that comes out of this. If not, if nothing comes out of it, then that's fine too. But yeah, feel free to chime in the comments, what you want to see. No OnlyFans. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm not starting an OnlyFans. So, don't even try it. But I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, I've been leveling a few characters in Dragonflight, which is the prequel to. It's the previous expansion to War Within. So you would level a character in Dragonflight, which is sick. Actually, Dragonflight's been kind of cool. It's a little newbie for me. I'm used to like hardcore MMOs, like WoW Classic. Like Wrath was super sick. If they do another Wrath Classic server, I would definitely level another character and play through that whole expansion. I never got to really do ICC or anything. My server kind of died, and I didn't want to transfer or anything, and my guild kind of died and everything, and I was leveling a Feral Druid. I was at like level 60 something, almost there. Almost about to raid and do all the fun stuff, and then my server just started to die. Like, I couldn't do any dungeons. I couldn't do shit. So, hopefully War Within is better. Hopefully I can, do some dungeons. It'd be cool to make some content around that. I'd be so down. I got a DK. I got a Feral Druid, which Feral Druid is like one of my favorite classes. Like, it's just, there's so much utility, and just building around agility and crit and bleed is pretty cool. Not to mention you're like a fucking big ass, what is it, like a big ass cat, just fucking prowling around. I remember leveling a Feral Druid in Wrath Classic, and I would stealth around in PvP and just shred people, just like destroy the Alliance. Um, but yeah, those were fun times. And then on my Rat Pally also, that was sick. Me and Rogue would just like destroy kids. But anyway, yeah, it'd be cool to like start streaming and do stuff like that. Because I mean, what else am I gonna do? You know. Um, but yeah. Basically, this channel will be vlogging about my life. You know. Probably a lot of fitness related stuff because I'm pretty big into bodybuilding and whatnot. It's going to be a bit more difficult because of my dietary restrictions. But, I mean, if anyone's going through this and you want to get into the gym as well, this is the channel to be at. This is going to have the most information, to be honest, because those other channels, they're not going to have your dietary restrictions in mind, So they're going to be telling you, like, oh, yeah, drink, milk with your protein shake and, have a banana and, all the stuff that you can't have. You can't have potassium. I mean, you can have some potassium, but not a lot. And because it'll make you sick, you can't have high phosphorus. You can't have high sodium. So a lot of the meal preps that they're going to be advising you on aren't going to coincide with your diet anyway. But yeah, hopefully this takes off. If not, then whatever. But yeah, it's been cool. Don't really know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna go. See ya.